Hello, this is Algebra 2, Lesson 79, and this lesson covers metric volume and 45, 45, 90 triangles. Alright, to convert units of volume, use 3 unit multipliers. The reason we're doing that is because volume is cubic, right? Cube means we have 3 dimensions, 3-dimensional, right? So when we find the volume of something, we multiply 3 different things: our height, our width, and our depth. Okay, so we multiplied 3 different things. So when we convert cubic units of volume, we have to use a 3 unit multiplier. So convert 7 cubic meters to cubic centimeters. So we're going to have 7 meters cubed. So that means I have meters times meters times meters, and I'm going to put that over 1. And then I'm going to say how many centimeters are in a meter. 100. So 100 centimeters is 1 meter, and I have to keep writing that until I can cancel all 3 of those meters over there. "100 centimeters is 1 meter. Now I can cancel meters with meters, and that one with that one, and that one with that one. And I am going to get 7 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. And that would be centimeters cubed. Okay, an important thing to know is that 1 liter equals 1,000 cubic centimeters. So this would be the same thing as 7. Let's see. 1,000, that's 3 zeros, right? So I'd have 7,000 liters. Alright, so let's try an example problem. Use unit multipliers to convert 14,000 milliliters to liters. Alright, so on this one, we only need 1 unit multiplier. We can use either 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter, or we could do 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so if we've got 14,000 milliliters over 1, we're going to want to use this one because it has milliliters on the bottom. Alright, milliliters cancel, and then we can cancel off 3 zeros, and we're going to get 14 liters. Alright, so on that one, that's already, like, it doesn't say cubed on it, so we don't have to use 3 unit multipliers. Those are both volume already. Use unit multipliers to convert 4.7 liters to cubic inches. Okay, so we've got 4.7 liters over 1. And remember that we got to go to cubic centimeters first, then to cubic inches. So 1 liter is 1,000 cubic centimeters. Remember that. Go back. That. So 1 centimeter cubed equals 1 milliliter. Okay. And 1 liter equals 1,000 cubic centimeters. Okay, and we are starting with liters. So we need our liters on the bottom. 1 liter equals 1,000 centimeters cubed. Okay. Then we got to go from cubic centimeters to cubic inches. And it's 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. So 2.54 centimeters, 1 inch. And we got to do that again. And one more time. Okay, now we should be where we need to be. Alright, so liters canceled liters. And then we have centimeters cubed. That means we have to cancel 3 centimeters. 1, 2, 3. Now we can convert. And we'll have 4.7 times 1,000 over 2.54 to the third, and that would be inches cubed. Now we can multiply that all out, but the answer, the book doesn't even do that. This is good enough for an answer. You can just leave that as the answer. You don't even have to multiply all that. Alright, 45, 45, and 90 degree similar triangles. Alright, so here's what a 45, 45, 90 looks like. We've got 1. If we have a 45 there and a 45 there, then we've got 1, 1, square root of 2. Okay, super easy. Now remember, our other ones were, that we've done before, they were right triangles with 60 and 60. Okay, so that's right triangle. 60 and 30. Okay, and they were 1, 2, square root of 3. These are 1, 1, square root of 2. Okay, and to prove that, give me some room here. To prove that, we can draw our triangle. Okay, and we could say 1 and, 1, if we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared, this will be our a, here's our b, and here's our c. So we would have 1 squared plus 1 squared equals c squared. Okay, and 1 squared is 1, plus 1 squared is 1 equals c squared. 1 plus 1 is 2 equals c squared. You square root that, and c is equal to the square root of 2. Okay, super easy. Alright, so let's do an example. Use similar triangles to find x and y. Alright, so we've got 1, 1, square root of 2. So our scale factor would be 7 times our scale factor equals square root of 2. And we just divide by 7. So our square root factor is the square root of 2 over 7. No, other way around. Whoopsie. Hang on, it is. Okay, so that means square root of 2 times the scale factor equals 7. There we go. Alright, then we divide by square root of 2. And we're going to get our scale factor equals 7 over the square root of 2. And we can rationalize that denominator by multiplying both of these times square root of 2. And we get 7 times the square root of 2 over 2. Alright. And if this is a 1 and this is a 1, that means x equals 1 times 7 times square root of 2 over 2. So we'd have 7 times square root of 2 over 2. And y is going to equal the same thing. Easy peasy. Alright, those are easy just because this is 1. So once you know what that is, once you know what your scale factor is, your x and y are going to equal whatever that scale factor is. Because you're just multiplying by 1. Alright, pause the video and work the practice problems, and I'll come back and work them for you. Okay, so the first one says use unit multipliers to convert 12,000 liters to milliliters. Alright, so we need to know our converter, and it is 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. Okay, so there's our converter. Alright, and we've got 12,000 liters. That looks terrible. My writing's getting all messed up here. We've got 12,000 liters over 1. So we're going to put liters on the bottom, and then 1,000 milliliters on the top, and then we're just going to multiply, which is super duper easy. You just add that number of zeros on there. So if I've got 12 with 3 zeros already, 1, 2, 3, then I'm going to add on 3 more. And I'm going to have that many milliliters. 12 million milliliters, and there's the answer to A. You could have left it as like that. That's acceptable as well. Use unit multipliers to convert 10 cubic feet to liters. Okay, so first we're going to write 10 feet cubed over 1. Now, we can remember that a cubic centimeter, let's see, 1 centimeter cubed equals 1 milliliter. Or it would be 1 liter is 1,000 cubic centimeters. Okay, so we got to get to one of these, either 1 centimeter cubed or 1,000 centimeters cubed. We're at feet cubed, so first we need to get from feet to centimeters, so we got to go from feet to inches. And there are 12 inches in 1 foot, but we have to do that 3 times. Okay, so that's going to get us to cubic inches, and now we got to get to centimeters. There are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. We got to do that 3 times. Okay, so now we've got 1 centimeter would equal milliliters. Let's see, 1 centimeter cubed, we'd be on cubic centimeters. Is 1 milliliter. And then there's 1,000 liters in a milliliter. No, 1,000 milliliters in a liter. Whoopsie. Okay, now, feet cubed, 1 2, 3 inches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 centimeters. 1, 2, 3. That cancels that out because it's cubed. And milliliters to milliliters. And now we just multiply everything. So we'd have 10 times 12 to the third times 2.54 to the third over 1,000, and that's going to be liters. Ten times 12 times 12 times 12 times 2.54 3 times and 1,000. Yep, and so that's how they left it in the book. You don't have to multiply that out. That is a perfectly acceptable answer. Alright, last practice problem. Use similar triangles to find y and z. And remember that it is 1, 1, square root of 2. Okay? So, our scale factor is 1 times the scale factor equals 3. We divide by 1, divide by 1. Our scale factor is just 3. Okay? So, to get y, we need 1 times our scale factor, which is 3. 1 times 3 equals y. So y equals 3. Easy peasy. Z would be z equals 3, let's see, times square root of 2. So here's our square root of 2 times our scale factor, which is 3. All we did was multiply by 3. So z is equal to 3 times the square root of 2. And there's the answer to those. Alright, hope that wasn't super confusing. Thanks for watching.